What's going on YouTube? Kevin here with a video review for the SnapMount for iPhone 4 and iPhone 4S. Before I begin this review, I'd like to thank Jason and the whole crew out there at SnapMount for sending this out to me for review. Go ahead and check out the website, guys. Link will be down below in the video description as always. So if the name SnapMount didn't give it away, the SnapMount is actually a tripod mount for your iPhone 4 and iPhone 4S. You can see here on the bottom and also on the side, you have two standard tripod mounts. These are both 1/4 inch, 20 threaded, threads, mounts, whatever you call them. And so that means you can mount your phone vertically or horizontally, whichever one fits your iPhoneography needs. So we will install the SnapMount onto our iPhone 4S, which we have here. And the name SnapMount comes from the fact that when you install the phone, it snaps. I'm not sure if you could hear that, but trust me, it does snap. Now, the thing about the SnapMount is that snap is supposed to make it sound like it's secure, it fit in perfectly, it just snapped into place. But the thing is that if you look, let's see if I can show you this here. Each of these corners has a lip on it, and maybe you can see it right there. It has a lip that folds over the corner of your iPhone, and that is what helps secure the phone to the mount. However, sometimes, and most of the time, that won't actually happen, as indicated right here. You actually have to push on this and then it will wrap around, and that happens more often than not, but it happened I guess on 3 of the 4 this time when I installed it. Most of the time it's about half and half of them snap over, half of them don't, but that's something you need to note, and that's something that I don't particularly like, but it's not really a huge deal. So let's take a look around this SnapMount with the iPhone installed. You'll see you have access to everything you need, as if the case was not really a case, as if the mount were installed. Access to all the buttons here and the ringer switch. You have access to your speaker and microphone and your 30-pin dock connector in case you want to charge your phone while you're using it. You have access to the SIM card tray if you ever need it, and you have access to your sleep wake button as well as your headphone jack in case you want to do like remote shutter or whatever you want. Also, you will notice that this SnapMount is made so that you can orient your iPhone anyway. There's no particular way to install your iPhone. Whichever way you install it, there will be room and a cutout for the camera here, and as well as the flash. There's 4 on each, 4 holes on the SnapMount, as well as if you look closely here at the speaker. Let's see if I can try to focus this in just a little bit. You'll see that there's a rounded part here, which is for maybe wider headphones that have wider jacks, but that's also installed in every single corner in case you install your phone a different way. So that's good to know that you can orient your phone anyway without worrying about anything being blocked. While I was thinking about it, there's no flash bounce back, there's no flash obstruction from what I could tell. However, something to note about the installation of the SnapMount itself. I can't really show it right now because I can't get an ideal angle for it, but I'm going to show you a picture right now that will say that when you install the SnapMount, it does have a pretty good chance at actually pulling up any screen protector that you might have on, which is why I recommend that you just use your iPhone like bare. I mean, I don't really recommend it, but if you don't want that to peel up every time, then you might not want it, but that's your personal preference. It's not a huge deal to just kind of readjust it, but especially around the corners where the SnapMount meets the back of the iPhone, it does tend to bubble up the screen protector, but when you remove your phone, it kind of goes away if you kind of push at it a little bit. So that's just something to note. Now back to looking at the SnapMount, we are going to tell you how well this performs as a tripod mount, and I give it overall a 9.5 out of 10. Now, where's the 0.5 subtract? Well, first I'll tell you the 9.5 comes from the fact that it does what it does. Is it mounts your iPhone onto any tripod, any standardized tripod with a 1/4 inch mounting system, and just lets everything fall into place. I don't really have any problems with stability whenever I do like tripod pans with this. Whenever I try to take a photo, it's not blurry because of the shake or anything. So it does provide a stable tripod mount. So that's where the 9.5 comes from. But where does the negative 0.5 come from? Well, as I mentioned earlier, each of these little lips here, they don't always flip over and fold over when you install it. So that's something that you have to note. It's not a huge thing, but it is something I know. But the biggest pet peeve I have is this back camera here. And it's always because there's always bubbles in the screen protector. Actually, you can see them right there. A little bit right there. I don't like that. But other than that, this mount works just fine. The main thing overall is just the build quality. The build quality that the lips on these little legs don't always fold over, and the bubbles on the tripod or the bubbles on the back screen protector, if you have one, kind of bother me. This runs for $9.99 to $16.50 depending on various things where you buy it or whatever. But if you can get it for $10 or even $16.50, that does beat the Glyph, which is what I think is the next best. Well, not the next best in terms of quality because I haven't tried it yet. But in terms of pricing, this is the cheapest iPhone mount I've seen that I trust with my iPhone. So 9.5 out of 10 is pretty good. I would definitely recommend it. For anyone looking for stable video shots or just not blurry picture shots. It does what it does. It does it well, and so I can actually recommend it to all you guys. So again, 9.5 out of 10, very good product. I would recommend it. I want to thank Jason and the whole crew out there at SnapMount.com for sending this out to me for review. Again, guys, go ahead and check out the website. Link will be down below. But thanks for watching. Please rate, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.